Well, it is currently 8 days into January, and 2017 already has me in tears. A Monster Calls is directed by J.A. Bayona, the guy who directed The Impossible and the upcoming Jurassic World 2. And this stars Lewis McDougall, Sigourney Weaver, Felicity Jones, and the voice of Liam Neeson as the monster. I didn't really know what to expect from this movie. I thought it looked over dramatic and too sappy, like there was this kid with too many issues and he's crying and hitting things and we're just supposed to cry for him and whatever. But I do think that A Monster Calls had a great blend of fantasy and realism to it. It's a story of a young boy and his mother is dying of cancer. He's not quite sure how to handle it and he's getting beaten up at school by bullies and he's going to live with his grandmother, so there's a lot of things going on in his life and he calls for a monster to help him deal with these issues in his life, and this monster tells him 3 stories. This monster tells him 3 stories and the young boy is not sure exactly why this monster is telling him stories. He just wants him to help him. For a movie about a big massive tree talking to a young boy, it's very realistic. This young boy doesn't know how to handle things. He's very stubborn but quite innocent too, thinking that his mother can be cured with like a tree. He has these nightmares of losing his mom, so it's very realistic and I like the approach that has a great mixture of fantasy elements with the tree and telling these stories, but also a realistic approach as well. I thought the acting in here was really great. Like I said, the young boy is very stubborn at times. He destroys a lot of things in here, but he's also very innocent and Liam Neeson did a great job voicing this monster. I could just sit back and have him tell me stories all day. The stories were greatly told. And these stories are very similar to when Harry was told the story of the Deathly Hallows. That kind of style of animation, it looks the same. The special effects, the CGI in here were great. I thought the monster looked really cool. Even though he's like a supersized version of Groot, I thought they handled him very well. The story also has a nice pace to it. The monster tells this young boy 3 stories, and as an audience member and the young boy doesn't quite know how these stories really affect him and why is he even telling this boy these stories, and I'm wondering too. And so as the movie progresses, we kind of see why he's telling these stories and how they mirror this young boy's own life. So I liked as I was going on with the story, I was understanding why these stories were being told in the first place. The movie does get sappy, it does get emotional, but it's not like over the top because we see it coming. They build it up really nicely and I cried. I'll admit it, I did cry for a little bit at the end. It's very emotional, but it's not over the top. It's nothing in your face. It's just there, and we do see it coming. Then there's an end scene past a certain emotional scene. So the reason they put it in there is so we can dry our eyes. We don't have to walk out of the theater looking like a crybaby. So overall, I really liked A Monster Calls. I was surprised with it. It had a really nice blend of fantasy and realism to it. The acting was really great. I liked the CGI. I liked the stories that were told. I like Liam Neeson as the monster. It was great. It was an awesome movie. It was also very, very emotional. So the first movie in 2017 that made me cry was A Monster Calls. So I'm going to go ahead and give A Monster Calls an A-. Have you guys seen A Monster Calls? What is your favorite tree character in movies? Groot is really great too. The trees from A Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs really scared me as a kid. They were creepy. So at any point, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. If you have any questions for my Q&A, the video where you will put those questions will be in the link below. That is my channel update video. If you go over there, you can put questions for my Q&A, which will be on January 20th, I think it was. Also, once I reach 3,000 subscribers, I'll be doing a giveaway, so look out for that. Hopefully it's coming soon. You guys could help with that if you want to get it closer. This is Just Watches Movies, and you stay classy, YouTube.